This is the 87th day. That's 3 weeks longer than the average of the last 3 or 4 nominees to the Supreme Court. So don't tell me we haven't spent enough time. Also, I feel very good about where this nomination is right now. Now, I don't say that from the standpoint of counting votes. I say that from the standpoint of the qualifications of this candidate and the fact that those qualifications to be a Supreme Court justice based upon his 12 years on the D.C. Circuit without anybody finding any fault with his qualifications to serve there, but that hasn't been talked about much. Everything else. This person is very well qualified. A person that believes in the principles of due process, the presumption of innocence, and readiness to serve are recognized. So Judge Kavanaugh should be confirmed on Saturday. Now, this started downhill very quickly on about July the 10th, when Schumer said that we're going to do everything we can to stop this nomination. And you can look back 87 days and you can see that everything but whether he's qualified to serve has been brought up. I've tried to commit, and I think I've carried out what I promised immediately, that we were going to have a fair and thorough process. We have had a fair and thorough process, and I think that's best demonstrated by the fact that the minute I read about who the person was in the Feinstein letter, Dr. Ford, I read about her name in the paper. We got on it right away to provide the forum she wanted. And in turn, we provided the same forum for Kavanaugh. But what I've been dealing with since July the 10th, the downhill slope that Schumer's put us on, is really dealing with the demolition derby. And they just about destroyed a good person to be on the Supreme Court. So, hopefully we're 48 hours away from having a new person on the Supreme Court.
I certainly endorse everything that the chairman of the committee has said. Look, I'm disappointed in my Democratic colleagues for what they're doing. There's no excuse for it, but they're doing it. I'm grateful to the FBI for their efforts in doing a thorough, very important investigation. Many of us have said that if Judge Kavanaugh did what he's been accused of doing by some of the Democrats and outside people, some outside people, he should be disqualified. But after investigations from both the committee and the FBI, we have found nothing, absolutely nothing to corroborate accusations against him. And we need to confirm him right away. His confirmation will be a victory for the Senate as an institution, a reminder that the politics of baseless personal destruction has no place here. I think he's one of the best nominees I've seen in my 42 years in the United States Senate. And I apologize to him for the way he's been treated. Yes, this is an important position. Yes, and Democrats have a right to feel very worried and upset about a Republican getting this seat, because they thought they had won the election. But that isn't the case. And our side has handled this, I think, with discretion, handling every problem that has come up. And frankly, I hope we can just move forward and get this done. It's the right thing to do. Judge Kavanaugh is a great judge. He'll make a great justice on the United States Supreme Court, and I intend to do everything I possibly can to make sure he gets there as quickly as we can.